Shalom, this is the minute parasha of Mira Neshama. I want to dedicate this little Dvar Torah, Lilul Nishmat, to the Aliyah of the Neshama of Hallel Yafa Bat Rina. Hallel Yafa Bat Rina, who was a young girl. She was 12 years old and she died last year in Israel. Someone entered in her house in Kiryat Arba and stabbed her in her bed, and she was sleeping. I just met her brother a couple of weeks ago in Israel, and he was telling me about her, that she was a child and then a young girl, a young lady who was full of life, who loved to laugh, who was a dancer, she loved to dance. And he said also she was very wise, and she taught him a lot. And I think it was very beautiful of him to say this, because he's a scholar, he's a Talmudi scholar, finishing his PhD right now at the Hebrew University, and he's able to say of his 12-year-old sister that she taught him a lot about life. So this is Leilul Nishmat Hallel Yafa Bat Rina. Shlach Lecha. Shlach Lecha is the parasha of the Meraglim. So you know the story that we're sending Meraglim, we're sending scouts, spies, to scout the land of Israel, of Canaan, before we're going to go into the land. And what happens is that the scouts get scared and they bring back a bad report on the land. And because of this, Hashem is going to punish Bnei Israel, that these people are going to stay and die in the desert, that they're not going to get to enter the land. And so they're going to stay the whole generation in the desert. And so I want to focus today on just the title, Shlach Lecha. Shlach Lecha, send for yourself, as Hashem is telling Moshe to send the scouts. And obviously what comes to mind when I read Shlach Lecha is Lech Lecha, another parasha at the beginning of the Chumash in Bereshit, which is maybe a foundational moment for Judaism, when Hashem says to Avraham Avinu, Lech Lecha, go to yourself. So Lech Lecha on one hand, Shlach Lecha on the other hand. And there are parallels. This is a parallel. Parallel also because, of course, in the case of Avraham, it's Lech Lecha, go yourself, because Avraham is alone at this point. It's still an individual journey, Judaism. And when we come to Shlach Lecha, we're a people. So he's telling Moshe, the leader is Moshe, and it's about Moshe sending people. But the differences between the two parashot, I see two main ones. One is that in Lech Lecha is really a divine injunction, it's a divine commandment, and Shlach Lecha is a choice. It's a divine authorization, because actually the choice to send scouts was a choice from Bnei Israel. The second difference is that Lech Lecha is much more symbolic in a way. It's more of a symbolic journey. Avraham doesn't know where he's going. Lech, just go to the land that I will show you, but he has no idea where he's going. He just has to follow his faith, I guess, and to follow the divine guidance. Whereas Shlach Lecha, it's very concrete, it's very pragmatic. We're about to enter a land, so we're going to scout the land and look and bring a report. So these are very, very opposite ways of setting off to journey. And so the central difference that I just spoke about, that I just mentioned, is that in the first case, it's really the initiative of the journey is God's, and in Shlach Lecha the initiative really is from Bnei Israel. And this is what Rashi points out in his commentary on Lecha, on the Shlach Lecha, and he's bringing here commentaries from the Mishnah Sota and the Midrash Tanchuma by saying, why do we say Lecha here? We're saying Lecha, send for yourself, because it's really for yourself. It really was your choice to send spies. And Rashi is quoting here this Midrash Tanchuma, who says that God said, I told you, I gave you a guarantee in a way, I told you I was going to bring you to this land flowing with milk and honey, but you didn't listen to me, and you still wanted to send men before you. And so because of this, I'm gonna allow you to do this, so that you will fall into the error of the spies, and that they're going to bring a bad report, and this is going to be your mistake, and because of this you're going to stay in this desert. So here the Lecha, the for yourself, is really opposite to the Lecha of Avraham. For Avraham, it's a very constructive journey. He's really becoming himself through this journey, whereas for us, we're actually falling through this. These are very, very different ways, opposite ways of understanding Lecha, for yourself. And I think what it points to is really something very, very, very deep about life, that we are always looking for guarantees. We're always trying to foresee things, to anticipate, trying to control the future, really. And what Judaism is telling us here through this is, don't try to control what's coming. Don't try to control. You can't control what's coming. And this is why in Judaism we forbid all these practices of trying to predict the future, etc. Because we believe that it's not in man's hands. It's not in man's control. Who are we to try to control what's to come? And coming back to the kavanah that I shared at the beginning, this little girl, she died. She died. Who could foresee that? Who are we to? So in Israel, you could say in Israel it's more likely, unfortunately, that these things happen, but it's not even the case anymore in the whole world. Anytime anything can happen, and what else can we do but just walk forward? One foot after the other. So this is the kavanah I draw from reading Shlach Lecha this week, and I want to share with you is, may we just have the humility and the courage to just walk forward without trying to look for guarantees, and just opening our hearts with emunah, just like Avraham Avinu did. This was a min parasha of Mira Neshama, Lilu Nishmat Halel Yafa Bat Rina. Please like, comment, share. I love to hear from you. And Shabbat Shalom.